So, kind of lost my train of thought there. Welcome back, everyone. Mike here. Now I'm good to go. This evening, we're going to do two different things. First up, we're going to answer a question that has been asked at least 100 times. More than that, probably. At least 200 times over the last 3 or 4 months. Between Facebook Messenger, email, the Instagram, and the comments in the videos. A lot of people have been asking if the RK37 will pick up one of these. Now that is a repurposed IBC tote, and by the way, IBC, I think it stands for intermediate bulk container. You take the tanks out, you cut them out, they make nice baskets for firewood. So I guess you could call them now, let's see, FTSSB, Firewood Transport Storage Solution Basket. We'll go with that. But anyway, a lot of people have been asking that question, and Melissa really keeps up with the emails. She's been doing really well lately. We get tons of messages, and she always asks that question. This guy wants to know, will the RK37 pick one up? And I'll be like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it will, but I can't say for sure because I haven't tried. So we're going to try that out tonight and answer that question once and for all. And then I think I'm going to cut a little bit of firewood. My back is feeling better. It's not 100%. I'm just going to kind of take it easy, ease back into it a little bit. I'll use the forks on the tractor or the grapple, keep stuff off, keep stuff up off the ground a little bit so I'm not bending over too much. But I should be good to go. For me at least, when I get a stiff and sore back, I like to maybe rest just one day, but then kind of like to start moving again. It seems to loosen up. At least that works for me. But anyway, we're going to get started. We're going to find out if the RK37 will pick up one of those baskets. And then we'll cut a little firewood. And I think Melissa's going to come down and give me a hand here in just a bit. Now, before I attempt to lift this, a couple things to keep in mind. These are the real big totes. I think when the tank's in these, they hold like 300 or 330 gallons, something like that. This holds a little over 1/3 of a quart of firewood, and this is all some real nice heavenly hardwoods here. Some oak, some cherry, a little bit of maple, and it's all stacked in here, which makes a big difference compared to if you were just throw it in. Think of a, let's see, a can of Pringles look how many potato chips they can fit in a can when it's stacked right. You know what I'm saying? So stacked, you'll get a lot more in it than you would if it was just tossed in. Now, I believe it was this one. I'm pretty sure this is the one. I actually weighed this. It was 4 or 5 months ago, maybe even 6 months ago now. And it weighed, I think, 1,640 pounds. But, like I said, that was 4 or 5 months ago, something like that. So it has probably lost, I don't know, I'm just guessing, maybe 150 pounds of H2O so far as it's drying. Maybe even 200 pounds. I don't know for sure. But I'm saying this weighs at least 1,400 pounds. The way it sits right now. Now, the reason I don't think I'm going to have any trouble picking and carrying this basket of firewood is because the other day I picked up a pretty decent sized red oak log. I think it was like 24 inches in diameter. But anyway, I estimated the weight of that log at about 1,400 or 1,500 pounds. Plus I had the 6-foot Granite Grapple on the tractor, which weighs a little over 500 pounds. And I didn't have any trouble doing that. I may have had the box blade on the back, I can't remember. But tonight I've got the 6-foot brush hog on, so I got plenty of counterweight. Plus the tires are filled, should be no problem at all. No problem at all, and I did that at idle. I didn't have the engine revved up or anything like that. It felt nice and stable. The only reason I lifted it up kind of high was just to give you an idea if you wanted to load one of these on a trailer or on a truck, something like that. You know, you'd want to be careful, like anything else. You don't want to have a heavy load up in the air like that, but I just wanted to see how it would do. No problem at all. Now we'll go get a saw and cut a little bit of firewood. Little delay on the wood cutting. I have to go pick Eve up at the gym, and I'll be back in 15 minutes to cut some wood. What are you doing, Viv?
Nothing.
How was it?
Good.
I'm gonna go home and cut some wood.
Alright.
You gonna help?
No.
What do you have, homework?
Yeah.
How many more days at school?
Like 20.
Nice. Turned out to be a nice evening, didn't it?
Had to pull out the flannel.
I know, it feels like winter.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. A little chilly, but
It's supposed to be 80 this weekend or something.
I heard that. That's so crazy.
It's like 50 right now.
I just gave the chickens some mealworms, and they love those mealworms, but you throw one bunch down and a whole bunch get to them, and the other ones stand there and wait, like, throw more. I'm like, enjoy what you have right there. Boot. I have
You got a stone in your boot.
stone in my boot. Oh, there it is, piece of wood. My sock came off.
Oh my goodness.
Struggle's real.
If you remember a while back, Melissa had a injury.
Uh-huh.
Got a fat lip putting on ear protection.
The headphone, yeah, watch this. Put it up above your head, pull it apart, lower it. There.
No injuries.
No fat lips. Although, someone has a fat head. Who wore these?
Me.
Oh, sorry. All right. Okay, normally we split everything right here, but what we're going to do now is the splitter's so fast, we're going to stock up on a bunch of rounds and then do a big split all at once.
Yeah, we'll get some help.
Yeah.
And
So that's what we're doing right now. You're going to see all these coming up in chunks, and those rounds will be stacked here, and we'll be prepared for a few other people are going to join us, and we're going to have a big sunrise split.
yeah, we're just trying to get them out of our way right now. We're handling it. I know there's people, oh, you're handling it too much, but believe me, this is going to be faster, kind of like an assembly line kind of thing. You know what I mean? We're cutting now.
Yeah, it's not like we're cooking spaghetti. We're just making some rounds to be prepared.
That's right. I like it. Not cooking spaghetti. So, what's for dinner tonight?
It's a good question.
Good. Not sure.
Hunter had a hot Italian sub and a salad with chicken and french fries. Eva, she made tortellini.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna head down and make dinner.
All right, I won't be much longer.
All right, see ya.
it's not too bad. We cut all this up right here and what you see over there in about 45 minutes. And I'm still in my first tank of fuel in the MS 462. So that's a lot of wood for less than a tank of fuel. So I'll tell you, the back's actually feeling pretty good. I think getting out and moving around a little bit helped. And the forks on the tractor work really well, trying to keep everything at waist height so I'm not bending over. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with forks at all. The Grapple's fantastic for carrying logs out of the woods, because if you try doing that on forks, they're sliding off. But as far as processing up wood in your firewood yard, forks are pretty darn nice. They really are. What I do, I just keep cutting from both ends so they don't fall off. Once you get to the middle, you just can slide it back and forth, cut the middle out, and you're done. So that works really well. So like Melissa said earlier, right now we're just going to concentrate on getting a whole bunch of rounds up here to the yard ready to split. If you remember a while back, we had a video where we tried to see how much wood we could split with the Wolfe Ridge in 1 hour's time, and we ran out of rounds like in 45 minutes. So before, what I was doing is kind of cutting them up down here. You'd split a little bit, cut a little bit, and it just didn't seem real efficient. I don't know. I just kind of like doing it this way, kind of like an assembly line sort of thing. Get the wood out of the woods up here, get it cut up, then split it. Seems to work good for us. We'll see. But anyway, like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and if you're new to the channel, comment below. Let me know where you're from and how things are going, and share them with your friends. Thanks.